fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This is Tony Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And his first look is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
First down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Elliott. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 34. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
And inches.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
It has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Cowboy field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Roethlisberger over the middle, and it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Made by Jalen.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll toss this out right for Conner. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, it's Conner. Spinning away. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He was brought down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot. And
he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Conner. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Prescott from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
And
until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up second and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Now Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
45-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 45. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Connor on the taunts play. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on second down. Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first and 10 is Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 15 now. Roethlisberger finding room to the 20. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
14 yards through the air, caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. They'll run here with Connor. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Cowboys 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Pollard. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 42.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Here's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron.
And he will have a Steelers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10.
Roethlisberger will throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Number 21.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
They go down Leon again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of
second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
7-yard line.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Marked down back at his own 4-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Roethlisberger going to throw it. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory. At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel